Hello guys, welcome to the part 2 of the daily market watch outlook analysis, trade setups and profit opportunities, however you call it. I just finished running through the JPY pairs, today being the 25th of October 2024, and telling you the things to expect, just like I've been telling you since the start of this week. Okay, so I will do well to link the video to this one, leaving the link in the description and having it at the end of this particular video. So on this one, we take a look at CFDs, gold, silver, oil, USOIL, US 30, NAS 100 or US 100, S&P 500, German 30, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe a few more instruments. So let's go. Gold. So remember yesterday I told you I was expecting this pullback. I was expecting this pullback to be this, but also told you that this may also be completed, and this is just this impulse coming out of this. And it turned out it was one of the options being this, and because we most likely completed this and we are in this, so we have this impulse coming down, we have this in the middle of it, and we are having this. So what you should look out for is a break of an impulse to, after it breaks this low, after it breaks this low, you might just wait for an impulse to break out here. If it breaks out here and makes a correction, you might put your pending order here. Now here is also a possibility that could happen. There is also a possibility. This could be, this whole thing could be a correction that will go down further. Here's what I mean. This could be an impulse, or not really that it could be, it is the first impulse in this whole correction that will form here. We don't know how it will form and what it will look like yet. We don't know, but there are possibilities or varieties of these corrections that I have in mind. A few of them, which is, I have told you this could come here and go, and if this happens inside this, then we most likely will get this, making this a complete correction, excluding this possibility, because that was the way I had it previously. I think that was yesterday or 2 days ago. So making this the complete correction here, forming a very just contracting, running flat there. So it could be that, okay, and if we complete this, to be this, if this move gets to this top, we might just be going up further. Okay, so that's one option. Another option is that we're coming down and we've started the down move, which I'll get to in a bit. So another option is that this comes here this becomes the first impulse in this correction. And remember, if you take a good look at this, let me show you something. If you take a good look at this, you will see this impulse, you will see this correction here, and you'll see this impulse coming down. So this could be the first impulse in this correction, this the second, and we could get this. And here is the thing, if we get that, hold on guys, so if we get this coming to complete this, and that's why I said allow it to break this line, form a correction, and make sure it is forming a correction to go up, and you can assume that this is over, especially if it breaks this low. You can assume that it is over and this was a correction in the middle and it is going. So but then it could also most likely be this, completing this, might also go this way, come back correctively again, go back up, making this whole thing the correction, comes back for this, goes back for this, and then we could be having that drop. Okay, we could be having that drop, and it could also be this, just this, complete this, comes down for this, and then we go up again for this move, and after that we can sell. So however it will happen, we're just gonna monitor it. Silver. Okay, so I thought silver had completed a correction here. I thought this was a correction on its own, this being the B wave and this being a 1, 2, 3, where this is where this is the middle correction, and we are over with this and coming down. But when I saw this impulse and I saw this flag, I thought we were going to go out of this whole structure back up, so but it didn't do that. I took a trade here though, and I lost. So I closed it in loss because this thing is no longer looking like it will go up any moment from now. So we'll break this low before we see this. So there's no need keeping the trade any longer. Alright, so here is what we expect. Let's assume this is all the correction in this, and we are coming down to break this low, and if that be the case, this might also be the first impulse in this correction, and we might get a completion of it. Now, will it happen as simple as I've just drawn it on the chart? The answer is that it may not. Okay, we might get this to come break this low, we might form a correction here again, come break this low again, might even form again, come break this low before we eventually see this. So we don't know when this move is coming yet. Just like on gold, it could also take different versions of the corrections we see in the market and on the charts. So but yeah, keep your eye on that one. And if you want to take the trade, if you feel so pumped up and you want to take aggressive trades, you can just put your entry order below here and hope for this move to come break the low. But once it breaks the low, consider and taking your profit or putting your stop loss below your entry point just to lock in a few dollars to make up for your commission charges or spread fee or whatever. Okay, that's it for silver. And on the big picture, what do we have? Are we coming down for this move? What do we have? Are we coming down for this move? Or either of these moves? I think I have done a top-down analysis on this one in my previous videos, and you can go check them out. So if that move is a downtrend, we might be coming for this or for this, whichever one it is. We will figure out as time goes on. And if gold is coming down, yeah, we might also be coming down for this move right here. Yeah, we might be coming down for this move. So is it actually what we're doing right now? I don't know. We'll figure it out pretty soon. We'll figure it out. Back to 1 hour and then to USOIL. So here's the thing. So yesterday I said we should expect this move to come when it was somewhere around here. So it did this, broke the top, and you can see the arrow there. So I was expecting this move to come, and I had this line here. So I had this line here. Seems a little too much. So I had this line here. I had it here, and I had it this way. Yeah. For this, it came quite well. It did come quite well, and instead of going back up, which was my initial thought, it made an impulse, a correction, and if I had a trade here, it would take me in, and then I'll lose the trade. Maybe I'll close it on the close of this candle, or just wait for it to just take me out, or close it on this one. However, had I taken this trade, it would be a loss. Definitely it will be a loss. Okay, so it formed a correction and continued going down, which now leads us to thinking this might just have been completed. I have a lot of drawings here that I need to clean up. Yeah, making us think that this might have just completed, and we also have completed this, and we are coming down. So here is the options we have. Look at this. You see this? You see this? You see this? Could it possibly be this, where we have this as an impulse? This, we're gonna get this, we're gonna get this for this, and we're gonna go break this stop before we come down. That is an option. The second option is that this has completed, but now here is a thing. Because of whatever is happening right here right now, I am thinking this is not the correction. This is not the correction in the middle of this. So I am going to change this right now to something like this. I'm going to change it, and this might either be a deep correction on its own, or it's a part of everything happening right here. And if it's a deep correction on its own, this will go, can form an impulse, a correction, an impulse, it can form a correction, can go. And if it forms a deep correction here, we might decide to say, okay, it repeated this, making it 1, 2, and sorry, having this big expanded flat in the middle. Sorry, having this big expanded flat or expanding flat in the middle. If you take a look at this, you would see that any move from here coming down is going to give you 100% of this. And if that be the case, let's take this measurement and put it here. Do you see that? Do you see that this right here now will be 100% of this move if we have a deep pullback here, and then we can go complete this, and everything here is all over and we are coming down. Okay, so with that said, a lot of analogies there, a lot of analysis. I hope you do understand though, and that I am not just confusing you. I don't mean to. Let's flip this over here, flip it over here, and I'm going to put a pending order here. Okay, that is it. And UK oil, which I don't often look at. So if you look at UK oil, you can see we're having some clarity of what could possibly be happening on WTI USOIL, and this also may have been all the correction. Also may have been all the correction we have, or we can leave it as it is, a standalone correction which gives us an impulse, correction, an impulse, correction, an impulse, completing this. We had an impulse, we had a correction, had an impulse, had a correction, completing this, and we could be going back up. And we have an impulse, we have a correction, we can have an impulse, we can have a correction, okay, and we can have that impulse. All right, so also keep your eye on this too, because you most likely will get that. Let's map out this flat right here. Wait, so let's go to US 30. Okay, it didn't quite do what I expected. Instead, we are having this, and this will probably break this stop, and we will go down a bit. Or this may also have completed and we are going down, but I feel this is a correction. We'll just come up a bit before we continue. And where does that take us to? Remember, we have this, we have this, we have this. So here is it. We have this impulse, we have this impulse. Okay, so leaving this aside right now, we have this impulse, we have this correction, we have this impulse, we have this big correction here, and we're going to get this impulse. So we have an impulse, a correction, we're going to get impulse, and we're going to get this somewhere. Okay, we're going to get that somewhere, and once we get that, it will be more downward movement, and this might also just have completed. Don't know why we're getting so many contracting running flats, but anyways, that is what we should be looking at on US 30. Let's go to NAS, and where does this take us to? If we have that, and I've been expecting that move, right? Yeah, we could be coming down for this move. I think we are for this move. We could be coming down for that. So keep your input here so you can easily see it anytime I review the charts. So keep your eyes on that. And from the 4 hours you can see we are coming down. So if this correction finishes from the 4 hours, even if you get the trade from here, it's worth it. But you can go to the 15. You can go to the 15. You can wait for this move to complete. Might come down here some more, do this, go back up, so you can wait for this move to complete. This move can also be this, where it does this, an impulse correction does this. Okay, we don't know which one it will do here, but this right here, because we don't know if it's coming for this or coming for this, we're just going to stay away from it. Okay, just going to stay away from it and look for the sells when they come. So once it completes, you see an impulse, see a flag, you can sell, and if it decides to go for it, you can just leave it out, call it a miss, wait for an impulse down, wait for a flag, you can sell. And that's it. Let's hop over to NAS. Okay, so yesterday, remember I told you to wait for a correction, a 1 hour flag before you buy, and that's. Now let's compare this to US 30. I'm expecting this move. Hold on. I'm expecting this move to break this stop, come down here for this, and go. So we're expecting a 1, 2, 3 move, right? Now let's go to US 30. We're expecting a 1, 2, 3 move, right? Right? So when you come back to NAS, you would see that when US 30 is going to complete that running flat for down movement, for further downward movement, NAS could come break this stop, and then come down for this move. If this is not a standalone correction, I mean, if it's not a standalone correction, it could come down for this move. Sorry, but if this is a standalone correction, then let's look at the bigger picture, where which other move it could be coming down for. Yeah, this. So it could start this move coming down, could start this move coming down. Okay, so keep your eye on this one too. Or you could start this one right here if this is not a standalone correction, because yeah, it makes sense. If that is not a standalone correction, it could also be coming for it. So we don't know which one it's going to come for. We don't know which one is going to come for, but we just have to figure it out along the way. Okay, figure it out along the way. And that's the beauty of wave analysis, following what the market is doing and figuring it out even before it finishes. Okay, so S&P 500 taking same movement as NAS. We're going to have this come up here, we're going to have this, and then we're going to have this. So where does that lead us to? Leads us to, let's go to the 4 hours. Let's go to the 4 hours and see. Okay, we could be going for this. Could be going for this move here. Could be going for this move. Most likely, we could be going for that. So this is a standalone correction. A lot of clusters there. Yeah, so we could be going for this move right here. Keep your eye on that one. Keep your eye on that one, and this could just be a correction on its own. Let's see. Okay. Let's keep it to how we had it initially, and this could just be this running flat. Where we have this correction in the middle to solidify this running flat possibility. Okay, so and with that, this could just be the top right here. This could be the top right here, and we just started a slow move down where we have an impulse, correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse. We're going to have a correction here, and we're going to move down. And how would the correction happen? Let's take a look at the possibilities. Put this right here. We could have this come here, could have it come here, come very low, making this an expanding flat in the middle. And once we get this move coming towards this low, we start thinking about flat, which would take it back up. NAS will go break the top. US 30 will complete a running flat, and this one will also complete a flat to go down. That is if all of them are going down and NAS is not trying to do some other thing. And this could also be a deep correction where this is still going to break the top before it starts coming down for this move. Okay, this could also go back here, come down, does this, goes to break the top where this becomes all the correction. Go break this top and keep on coming. So that is the third option, right? Yeah. Anyways, let's go to German 30, and I suppose you got this move yesterday because I talked about this move yesterday, and I told you it will. I even had this arrow here somewhere here before this move happened. Yeah, if you go back and watch my video from yesterday, I had this arrow here before the move happened. Yeah, so wait for sales, wait for correction, wait for this to complete. Let's go back to the 15. Let me clean up this. Okay, let's go to the 15. So wait for this to complete. Wait for this to complete. Wait for it to complete and sell. Okay, wait for that completion, sell. Get it? Yeah, wait for it to go back up before you put your entry order. Wait for this to go back up before you put your entry order. It might just come down some more to break the low, but wait for this to come before you put your pending order below. Okay, patiently wait for that. It will come pretty soon. And I think I touched UK 100 too, where I told you the possibilities of this happening. And when you get a flag here, you should sell it to break this low, and then once it breaks this low, you should anticipate this move, or you put a pending order here and this move becomes it, and we are coming down. So as you can see, it did one of those, and right now you've done this move, so this is no longer relevant. Flip it upside down. Yeah, so that move is over, and you could be getting a setup here, and this might just still crawl down below and go back for this, or it might just crawl down, and if others are just going back to complete that, it will just form a correction here. And if it does that, you can sell it, but at some point in the future it might do this pullback before it continues. So whichever it is, we will figure it out, but I would really love it to do this and come up. I would really love this to happen. So where we have this 1, 2, 3, and we sell it. Anyways, running over to Bitcoin, where I told you to buy yesterday. Yeah, told you I'm seeing BTC coming to break this stop right here, this one. We stop. Told you that you could wait for the buy opportunities and buy, and we might just be forming a correction here, and this might be the first impulse into that correction. So don't jump into the sales yet, and if you're selling, you can put your stop losses or stop loss to break even, and wait, because this most likely will be a correction that will take us back up, and this is a first impulse into the correction. But if you get a really good flag here, you can sell, because this whole correction might just be a bigger one than what we are expecting or what we are thinking. Yeah, that's it for BTC, and when we break this stop, we will start looking for this possible move. Ethereum coming down, down quite well, where we have this impulse, we have this correction, we have this impulse. And here is the thing: if this gets down to this bottom, then anticipates a 1, a 2, and a 3. So where Ethereum goes back to break this, and maybe BTC when becoming a running flat here. I shouldn't use this. Becoming a possible running flat here, that will come to break the stop while Ethereum does complete a correction there. And if Ethereum is moving further down, Bitcoin could be following suit. I'm sure you can understand everything I've done here. Oh gosh. Yeah, so on Ethereum it already broke the top. And for now, let's leave this as a possible contracting flat. Let's leave it like this. Let's leave it this way first, because this is now looking like it might go down. Let's leave it like this for now, but we still have this possibility of this coming here, of this becoming this, expanding flat and going to break the stop again. But if not, we might just be coming down for this move. And we have a 1, 2, we have an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction here. We have an impulse, so we might just be coming to complete this move before we go back up. And this move has little to go further down, so it might just even be this. It might just even be that this right here is already completed, and we will still have this. Okay, so many things to consider there on how the moves can happen. And let's look at BNB, where I told you to anticipate for this correction, and then you can buy. So the correction seems to have completed. You can put your pending orders there and go for that move. Okay, you can put your pending orders there and go for that move. What is this going to give us? At least a 5%, which is quite well. At least a 5% move, which is a 6% move at most, which is cool, especially if you're trading futures. Which other things should we consider? Which other things should we consider? I think those should be pretty much it for now, and we will head down to USD pairs, being the third recording for the day. Yeah.